Hey, what's up everybody? Jake here and welcome to the hobby. This may be one of the poorest financial decision I've made recently, but we are going to be opening up not one, but two of these Mewtwo V-Union boxes. These bad boys are currently going for $125 each, and there's only 4 booster packs inside. Why would I do that? Not because of Evolving Skies. We're not opening up those. Those are going to Jake Jr. in 15 years. But the big reason is because of this Mewtwo V-Union card. I just think it looks really cool. It's 4 Pokemon cards that combine to make ourselves one single Mewtwo art. And I had the idea inside of my head, wouldn't it be cool if I had a sequential PSA 10 set of these Mewtwo V-Union cards? And I cannot find one online. I literally cannot find this set anywhere online that is sequential PSA 10. So what am I going to do? I'm going to do the incredibly poor financial decision of opening up a bunch of these Mewtwo V-Union boxes to get myself a sequential PSA 10 copy. Are we going to get cooked? Probably, but it's going to be a fun ride, and this is why we collect Pokemon cards. So let's get ripping. The big issues with these V-Union cards or any older promo cards is that they are most likely not going to be 10s. They're just not going to be 10s. And the big reason why is that they were very poorly placed inside of their plastic. And the thing is, if you want these cards in good condition, it's better to rip it now rather than in 10, 15, 20 years. Because the longer the cards stay inside of these little plastic containers, the more likely that they are going to be damaged. Man, even the Mewtwo V-Union Jumbo card looks really cool. Now, I did promise Jake Jr., which does not exist yet, that I'd be keeping some Evolving Skies pack for them. So we got ourselves Chilling Reign, Vivid Voltage, and Sword and Shield base, which we will crack open. And let's look at the promo cards inside. These you do have to be kind of gentle with. Looks like you can just have the cards kind of fall out pretty easily. So that's not too bad, actually. I was worried that they were really going to pin the cards in there. We got ourselves Mewtwo's left leg and tail. And then we got ourselves Professor Burnett. We got Mewtwo's 3 proby fingers. We got Mewtwo's face. That's actually a pretty important card. And we got Mewtwo's right leg. All right, these actually look really solid. Let's look on the back for these. Sequential 10. Okay, this first one is not 10 worthy. Centering is incredibly off. This one, not too bad. Oh, this one's really nice. This is great centering. And this one, again, great centering. Okay, so we actually have a good shot. None of them have any whitening. I'm shaking a little bit because I really want a sequential 10 of this set. So we got ourselves a decent shot, I think, with this one. It's not perfect, but the great news is I open up a second copy, and this is a big part of just Pokemon card collecting, is sometimes if you want a card bad enough, you're just going to have to chase for it, and it's not going to be easy. You got to put in the work for it, but if I can get a sequential set of this Mewtwo, I'm going to be incredibly happy. And I'm going to try my best to give me the best shot possible. We might have to grade 5 to 10 of these sets to get one sequential set. Would anyone like a random PSA 10 Mewtwo right leg? We might end up with 4 copies of random Mewtwo right leg. I'm sure some people are going to be okay with non-sequential set as well. The Mewtwo V-Union Jumbo card is also really nice. It's an awesome display piece. They did a fantastic job with these. The V-Union gimmick is never going to catch on. I don't believe there's going to be a world where a copy of these 4 cards are going to be insanely desirable. And the big reason why is because usually when cards connect with each other, they're just really hard to display, and it doesn't make for a fun experience. You know, people want their cards in one slab. Multiple cards just kind of ruins the experience a lot of the time. So cards that connect with each other, and there are other ones, especially the Legend series, but in general, they're not that popular, and it's because who really wants Entei's legs? You know, you want to see your whole entire Pokemon in one card. So this is something that is personal to me. I just want the V-Union cards. Let's see if we get ourselves some decent promos inside of this second box. Here's the second promo. Again, Lady Luck is shining on me. I can't really tell if these are good centering or not because they don't follow normal centering logic. And the only thing you really have to go off of, personally, I think, is going to be the back. Because how are you going to be able to tell if this is good centering or not. Is it top heavy? Is it bottom heavy? I don't really know. Wow, this one's really, really clean. This actually has a good shot at being a PSA 10. I'm very happy now because I was worried that this is going to be an Armor Mewtwo scenario, and the Armor Mewtwo was a nightmare. I think I graded like 20 Armor Mewtwo before I got a single PSA 10. The centering is the biggest issue because it doesn't look like there's actually much whitening on this. Okay, this one is not PSA 10 worthy, so that's pretty bad. This one has a small shot. Small shot. Oh, it's the hand. All right. Which one is this one? This one is the poor centering one. Let's check it out. I'm shaking a little bit. Okay, it's the right leg. That's not the end of the world. I don't know if I care about that. I would like to have 2 shots at it. Looks like we might have to buy a couple more copies of these to send in as many fresh copies as possible. Maybe 5 sets. I think after 5 sets sending in, I probably should get at least 1 sequential set of these. So that's part of the fun of chasing Pokemon cards is we have to do crazy things to get PSA 10s. I'm going to try to purchase a couple more of the Mewtwo V-Unions just so that I have a couple of extra copies of the left leg, the right leg, the face, and the hands to try to find my best copies of them to hopefully get some decent copies out there. You know, you really want a couple of options, especially if you're hunting for sequential sets, because it's not easy. We got ourselves the Seviper inside of our first booster pack. Vivid Voltage, considered to be one of the weakest modern sets right now, but I don't think it is. I actually really enjoy Vivid Voltage, and I still do. I think Vivid Voltage is a ton of fun, especially thanks to those amazing rare cards. And those are still really, really cool cards. Let's see if we pull something good. Charmander Holographic Reverse. Orbeetle V Full Art. Say it ain't so. It could be worse. Sword and Shield base, the card that I would want from Sword and Shield base right now would probably be the Snorlax V Max. That's probably my favorite chase card from Sword and Shield base. Haven't opened up these packs in a long time. We still have 2 Evolving Skies pack, and I did promise that I would save those, so we will. Ooh, Raichu. Then what's this card on the back? Oh, it's the code card. All right, nothing super crazy. Couple more packs to go. What are the odds of me getting a PSA 10 of these? I don't know. You guys will probably have to wait until January of next year to find out. It seems like a long time, but I've had longer waits at PSA, and time really flies when you're having fun, right guys? So we'll see where these V-Union cards come back as. Collecting is a long-term journey. It is not something that I'm trying to sprint towards. I would like to have this Mewtwo V-Union sequential PSA 10 set inside of my collection today, but I don't mind chasing it for the next 7 or 8 months before I finally get it, because once I finally get it, I appreciate it a lot more. So I don't mind having to wait. I don't think that one's going to pop onto the market, and if one does, I'm assuming it's going to be very expensive. And I don't feel the need to spend that kind of money on a sequential set when I could potentially get it for significantly cheaper by opening up a couple of these V-Union boxes. Final booster packs. We are getting wrecked with these old Sword and Shield packs, and that is no surprise to anyone. The pull rates on these were very tough. No illustration rares to back us up. We got ourselves the Q-Fin Holographic Verse into the Crap Lock. Not even a holo rare. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'll let you know what the results are from my Mewtwo V-Union grading. Like I said, it's literally going to be 7 months before these cards come back, but we're going to try to send a couple of clean copies and get ourselves a sequential set. The main thing to focus on these cards is really the back. Most likely the front is completely fine, but if you see any whitening on the back, if you see any poor centering at all, that's usually a dead giveaway, especially on the back. It's just super easy to spot. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys next time.